right, here we are. It's again.
World Food
World
Championships
Food Champions.
2024.
And we have a champion right here.
We do have a champion
Before
here.
we go any further, look, I'm going to do this. Look, just pull this thing up.
That is really cool.
I looked at this like she was married to a Laker or something. I'm like, what is going on here? And then
Where'd you
tell
get
us
that
about
ring?
this championship ring, girl.
So this was my first world championship. It was in 2021. I won steak. So I actually set a record. I was the first person ever to take first place in all 3 rounds.
Okay,
Really?
so nobody knows what that means yet because this is Sunny Lynn with Grilled Fit, and so our sister in meat, our sister in fitness. So we found her here at the World Food Championships, and you compete, you also judge. So now we can get back to the story of how you won.
Yes. So I started about 7 years ago in barbecue, actually.
Yeah.
And it just took off from there. I actually went through like an 80-pound weight loss transformation.
Wow.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with MS and a brain and spinal malformation.
Wow.
So I wanted to take control of my health and my life because I have 4 girls. And so I lost the weight. But during that time, I needed something to take my mind off of everything that was going on.
Which is a lot.
Which
That's
is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It was a lot,
right?
yes. They were talking about major brain surgery that was like going to be
man.
paralyzing and everything. So I wanted to do what I could.
Sure.
And so I focused on nutrition and fitness. But again, you need a break, an outlet, something to go to. And barbecue became
So
it.
once again, here we have it. Like, a lot of people talk. Let's talk about the fitness part before we even get into the cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all 3 of us here are fitness related. We all have a
Yes.
fitness level plan
Yeah.
to us, and it's really hard to get into the fitness world if you're promoting fit like now. Okay, there's people who are already fit, have been fit, have the knowledge of being fit, and they're trying to promote that off and they're trying to sell that. That's kind of the norm.
Yeah.
But when you have someone who lost 80 pounds and had to goddamn guarantee to get fit,
Yeah.
you have a whole level of different experience.
yeah.
Your experience is powerful because you actually did it. You know what to do. And when you're talking about it, it's a lot more sellable because here you were and now here you are. Whereas sometimes other fitness people, no disrespect to what they do either, because that's important as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But they've stayed fit all their life. So
Correct.
they can tell you how to do that, right?
Yeah.
But can they really tell you with their heart how it takes 80 pounds to be gone for your health?
Or how it
Yes.
feels mentally.
Right.
Yeah. And I know MS, different issues with the thyroid, all the
Correct.
things you go through does that.
Yep.
And food.
All the nerve damage,
Yes.
everything that comes along with
And
that.
that is
Yes.
controlled by food a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Your diet.
Absolutely. So let's get to the food, baby.
Food.
So you've been cooking
Fire.
So when did you go to the open fire? So you started out with steaks, grill. I'm imagining you
I
started out
actually
You-
didn't start in steak. I started in the 4-meat backyard, was actually the professional circuit of barbecue. So
Okay.
brisket, ribs, chicken, and pork.
Okay, and where are you
That's
from?
amazing.
So I live in Nashville currently. I've been
Okay,
there
so
5
you got
years.
barbecue
Which is
influence
good,
all
yes.
around you.
Yes. But I started in barbecue back in Arizona.
Okay, well that's
Okay.
not far off
Still,
either though.
yeah, still good.
Yeah.
So
still
that's great though. So you're when you went and lost that weight and you were grilling, did you have the weight? Did you lose that and get fit before you barbecued, or were you driven to it because of it?
It
Yeah.
was actually all at the same time.
Really?
Yes.
It's like the chicken and the egg. Which one came first?
Yes, they actually both came together at the same time. Barbecue became my outlet and my means to take my mind off of everything that was happening. So I could focus on the smoke, the wood, the fire, the food, and how it all came together to create like a delicacy, because food brings people together. I created a whole new family, a barbecue family that surrounded me. They had no clue what was going on with me mentally, emotionally, physically, because I didn't share it with
Right,
the
right.
world.
You
I
were
didn't
solid.
know what
Yeah.
was going to happen.
Strong, right?
Yeah, and so I was trying to do that behind the scenes. There were a few of my barbecue brothers that knew that I was trying to save my health and save my life, and they pushed me. They're like, "You can do this. You
Sure.
are amazing in this barbecue world." And
Absolutely.
I started winning right off the bat.
Right, and then you had a vibe for it. And once you start winning, you start
Yes.
getting
Cool.
into a passion.
Yes.
So when it comes to the food, and you're obviously barbecue, protein, protein, losing weight.
Protein
How-
is king.
Protein is king. So you were talking to Kristen yesterday. I'm gonna let you guys continue that conversation because you were talking about how the how there's you were telling her, I was listening, but you were talking about how the people think of barbecues are thinking of fat, they're thinking of sugared sauces.
Absolutely.
Can you carry on with that conversation, because that was interesting to me, and I'll let you guys kick
Yeah.
that off. So
When we talk about like healthy cooking, I
Yes.
mean, you know, when you're putting things in a pan, you have to use some kind of oil. So we all know seed oils, the issues with that, canola oil, all of the inflammatory things that happen.
Yes.
And when you're cooking, you know, there are obviously smoke points for other oils, so you can't use that to get a lot of the crisp and things you do. I don't think people realize how healthy barbecue is.
Yeah.
And there's also some people that flip the script and say, well, it's smoke, carcinogens, things like that. So I know since you also train and you're in the fitness world, like, do you deal with that? Like, how did you navigate that online? Did people ask you questions about it? I mean, which side of the fence are you on with a lot of that?
So I actually, after I lost the 80 pounds, I did do a fitness competition within a year, which was a little overwhelming. Yeah, crazy. Everything all happened at the same time.
Even more mental health fuck right
What
there.
competition you like better, the food or that?
Food.
Food for sure.
Tastes way better, don't it?
Because we
Tastes-
know. Good.
tastes way better.
It's more sustainable.
Yeah, and it's right. Yeah.
And it's healthier, so it's okay.
Well, during that transformation, though, I was trying to lose weight, and my trainer, my personal trainer at the time, you know, I had stipulations. She's like, I want you to do a bodybuilding competition. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm here for my health. I'm here to save my life. I'm not here to get up on stage, right? That wasn't my goal.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. She's like, well, you're building muscle like crazy. I'm like, okay. So I went back to her and I was like, I have stipulations. I need to be able to do barbecue because this is my outlet and this is saving me like mentally. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, oh, crap.
Shit, I didn't get out of it.
Yes. So I had to learn how to infuse flavors without adding all the extra things that people think of. The sugars, the sauces, anything that you can put into it, the seed oils, different smoke points. So I learned about duck fat. I learned about beef tallow. I learned about the healthier fats that had the higher smoke point that aren't going to create the acrid flavors, the inflammatory properties within your body. And by using different seasonings and rubs without all the MSGs and the sugars and things that are added into them, you can create phenomenal food that's not saucy, heavy barbecue food.
Right, and sugar laden and all that.
You don't have
Correct.
to do honey barbecue. Like, it's not
Correct.
traditional. And I think, I mean, the seasoning part of it, you can put seasoning. Like,
Absolutely.
seasoning is great. We put it on everything. There's no calories there, and it's good for your body.
Yes.
So when I was talking about, you know, combating carcinogens with pepper, so if you put ground pepper on things, it activates certain, you know, things in the system. So it's how we absorb the protein. It helps.
Yes.
Seasoning helps with that. So there's a lot of science that we could go into about that as well, but we'll save that for an actual fitness podcast.
Right.
But on this side of it, we're here. It's dispelling the myths.
The fitness is falling right into it because of the
is.
food. So
It does.
Your the name of your organization, what it is you do is the word fit is in it.
Grilled
Yeah,
fit.
it's grilled fit.
Grilled fit. So now, are you when you reach out to people? Of course, your food is. People don't realize this. So when you're reaching out to the fitness type, you want to promote that. You want to promote your health, right?
Yeah.
So you have a huge following of that. The funny part about it is, what you're talking about is the bone, the tallow, all
All the fats.
the fats, the duck fats. These are ingredients we use to bring out the most flavors that we can as chefs in the kitchen. Whether you're at a Michelin level or all the way down to
Backyard.
Backyard.
Yeah.
But even before the backyard, let's stay right in the kitchens. These are what chefs are. We're looking for this. When I confit my duck for my menu items that I have on right now, I'm using every ounce of that fat. It's liquid gold. We're going to use it for the next one, the next one, the next one. And that batch grows the more duck you cook. And now all of a sudden you have this valuable bucket of duck fat that we cherish, right? And if a staff member may drop it, you punch them directly in the eye, right? and that's how bad it is.
Sure. Yes.
So people don't realize. So now you're using that. I don't know if you're injecting or how you're working it, but you're using those fats. People aren't even exposed to that typically on open fire, right?
Yeah, they don't
Or
know
live
about
fire.
it.
They don't
not.
know.
Yeah.
So when you're adding a whole new level of flavors, they don't even know what they're eating is fit. They just think it's more shit.
Flavor.
Oh my god, this is good.
Right.
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 So you're just kind of you're luring them in. You're making them healthy. Half of them don't know it.
Yeah.
And you're sitting back twirling your mustache.
Like, good.
Right? I love this.
It is a good, like, I like blending the worlds because I know there's the spelling the myths of the fact that you have to only eat like chicken and asparagus and rice. That was usually a competitor diet back in the day because they didn't know any better about how the the proteins. So now that we're kind of out of that bubble, people need to be creative with it because then it actually makes it sustainable where you're not dreading eating healthy. Like, eating healthy should be the norm, not the other way around. So I love talking about this with the restaurant world because you can push this to people that it's not, overindulgent, and fat is good.
I think a lot of a lot of the chefs out there now, especially at my level and where we're at, we've understood this, and a lot of them are applying this they're applying it to their repertoire.
Yeah.
A lot of the menus are showing you're going to see a lot more lightly seared, less seasoned dishes. You're going to see a lot more ingredient being the flavor instead of all the nonsense coming on, the thick sauces.
Correct.
The sauciers right now are kind of going out of business almost, unless you're in the old school traditional long-term French restaurant or brigade style.
Right.
We all have our places for them, of course. But even as an Italian chef, when I go to Europe now to study and work with my friends there and stage out there, I'm learning that they're using a lot of the ducks on the green egg. And then they're bringing it to the plate. And then when they're using the pearls and everything has a healthy aspect to it. Yeah. And it's not that they're pushing health so much more so than they are pushing the realization that those ingredients by themselves are working.
Natural ingredients.
And it just happens to be healthy.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So no more ho-hos.
Yep. No more.
No more rice and
hose
roni.
Either.
No more hose.
No more hose.
We don't love them hose. We don't love them hose.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, you talk about rice-a-roni, the amount of time it takes you to make rice-a-roni, you can make a fresh rice dish in the same amount of time.
I have one of those little Amoro rice cookers, right? Yeah. I put a couple scoops, my water, and I put herbs in there, butter, whatever I want, you know what I mean? If you can put whatever you want in that thing. So typically what I put is my Carolina Gold, put it in there, put in some chopped shallot, right? Yeah, put some celery, some carrot, like a little mirepoix.
Yeah.
All raw, right? And I'll just put my levels in there and I'll let it cook. And then when I'm done, I use that rice for a day or two.
Absolutely.
And I'll cook that with my chicken and stuff. And I just hit the button.
Yes.
While I was in the shower, you know what I mean? Getting ready for the day. I'm done. I come down and I always have to open it and take that scoop. And it's delicious.
Right.
You know?
Technology. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
It's amazing. Well, and I think the other aspect of it, of you promoting the fitness, especially in that live fire world, is you said yesterday you had 10 women competing and they have to do everything themselves. So it's a solo sport. You cannot have assistants.
Correct.
You have to lift the meat. You have to get it into you're lifting heavy iron, you're doing all that. So, essentially it is, you do have to have a level of physical capability to do it.
Yeah. You are maintaining a fire in it's an open fire apparatus. Yeah. So you've got to maintain the heat all around it, depending on what you're searing, the different levels, whether you're using cast iron skillets, whether you're using a cross to, sear an animal or whatever you're doing. It is live fire cooking, the entire thing, vegetables all the way to the protein.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's physical.
Yeah.
We saw you working.
And how did you get involved with that big fat ring on your finger? So you went from we missed a couple of things there. So we went from your transformation.
Yeah.
We went to how you became where you are now. What brought you here? So now you're one of the major judges here. You're a known face here. You're a celebrity in a sense here. Obviously, right? Here we are. So you definitely don't look or take the mold of who you would think would be a open
fire chef.
I am very much an anomaly in my career. Sure. Yes. So again, I ran with the fitness. I did it for health, not to be on stage. So it is a lifestyle for me. Yep. And finding a way to create healthy, yummy food just over fire became my passion.
Sure.
Like, I just dove head first into it. So I transferred from barbecue, the 4 meats, into steak because it was easy to just get in one day, cook a steak, get out. And then I was challenged to do hog. So I moved to whole hog. And I like the challenge. Sure. I love to learn about the proteins, the meat, the science behind the fire,
Tell me
and
who
everything
cooking
that goes
hog
into
is
it.
not some of the best. Isn't that
It's
the
amazing.
best? It's so succulent. I love it. I love it.
Anytime you can do a whole animal though, and you can manage all the different pieces of the body, because different muscles cook at different temperatures and some take longer to break down, like all the cartilage and everything. So learning all the different things that go into that is unbelievable.
What about your kitchen at home? What other styles of cooking do you do? Do you enjoy cooking out of a pan, or is your heart really on the fire?
It's really on the fire. Like my girls,
Archaic,
actually
barbaric, savage.
I have 27 different grills and smokers. I know.
27.
Wow.
27.
You have names
Is that like
for them?
your backyard?
A few.
You need to do that sexy reel, Felicia. Yeah, you got to do that.
I do.
That's
I do
great.
have names for
So
a
you
few.
have four
daughters. Yeah.
Wow. And so how were they in the age group of all that was happening while they were also young and
They were young. So they're 17, 14, 13, and 8 right now.
Yeah, okay.
All of them compete in barbecue.
and they all rock,
Wow,
don't they?
all
Yes.
of them.
So do you guys all get together at home and say, all right, you go throw it on this time, or what?
Yes. So they actually fight over who gets to cook for the night. Like,
Oh,
which
that's
is actually
nice.
kind
Oh,
of nice when mom comes home from
problems.
like
God, I
events,
hate
and I'm
that.
like, oh, okay, this is good.
So what about Thanksgiving turkey? Is that on the open fire?
No, we don't do turkey. So we actually go non-traditional.
Yeah.
And we'll do brisket.
Okay.
Brisket.
Why not? So
I
you
still
really
love it.
literally eat majority of your functioning at home, and everything revolves around the fire.
It revolves around a fire. It is not
So
always
cool.
heavy brisket or
Sure.
fatty meats,
Right.
but yes, it revolves around
So
the
if
fire.
you wanna
if
just
I'm
have some
cooking in the
chicken-
kitchen, that the girls think
Something's
something's
wrong.
wrong.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
a grill broke or something.
Right.
Oh, funny.
Right.
One of the 27. It's okay. We got another one.
No worries. Just pull another one out of the garage.
When you build, so at your house, I'm imagining you must have a solid pit that you use specifically for you at home.
Okay.
Besides the 22 you said you
Currently, I have 9 in my backyard. So depending on what I'm cooking,
Oh my gosh.
it
neighbors
depends
love
on what
you.
I'm using. Yeah. Yeah.
So your neighborhood is just like, okay, here she goes again.
Yeah.
Right?
And then if I have an event, they're like, see the garage go up and switch them out. And
Oh, they love
my
it.
God.
That's amazing.
And
Yeah.
do you do it as your business as well? So
It
how
is
does
my
that
business.
incorporate, like, what do you do in the Nashville area?
yeah, so I actually do private caterings and chef events. So I'll do pop-up chef events where I'll have a specific menu. I have one this weekend coming up actually.
Oh, cool.
And I show live fire cooking and all the way from an appetizer to a dessert on
Really?
live fire, because people don't think that you can do dessert or appetizers over live fire. You absolutely can cook. It's
That's
just another heat
amazing.
source.
This is amazing. So are you working or have you worked on some sort of cookbook or anything like that?
There is one in the works.
There's one in the works, so we
Yes.
gotta
One
plug
in
that
the
thing.
works.
I love it.
We need.
That's good.
We've learned a lot about the live fire stuff being at this show, and I don't think that people, the general public, realizes that barbecue and this type of competition, how many different categories, different levels,
Correct.
different skill sets. I mean, it's fascinating because it's a whole nother world of competition that
It is.
nobody's had, and this is a food sport, so it's a
Yes.
sport for you guys.
Yes.
Do you feel at all different or any kind of way when you're so surrounded by your type of cooking and the chefs in it, and then when you come to an event like this and sit across from somebody like me who's on the total opposite of it, where I'm in the kitchen,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, working ingredients totally differently, I would imagine that my level of ingredient preparation and my mise en place and stuff is on a much more delicate level.
Correct.
Do you have a relationship, as we have, of great conversation? So obviously it's true, but
Yeah.
how do you feel? Do you ever feel a little bit different, like if you're in a group full of chefs that are notable in the kitchen, or how does that work?
No, I actually appreciate it because I feel like I can learn from you
Sure.
and I can implement it to what I'm doing outside over live fire.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
I can jump in the kitchen and I can still do the chef events, but I can incorporate live fire into it. So
That's
I appreciate
amazing.
both.
You could teach me so much. I'm really
Teach me too.
I love the fact that I walk around here and I'm seeing it, and
Yeah.
I've always had an interest for it. I just haven't had the time because
Yeah.
it's not easy,
No,
right?
no.
You have to maintain the fire. You have to prepare for the fire. Let's just talk about the fire
Yes.
for 1 minute, because the fire is the deal. You got to have that. That's the main source, right?
Yeah.
Without that, it doesn't work.
Absolutely.
Your woods, your fires, your smoke, all that stuff, right?
Yes.
That's a
an art.
science.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sexy way of cooking. Like it is,
Yeah.
it's
It
cool
is.
it's fun to watch, and it's really great. And I think we have to do our questions too. So do you have any other questions for her before we?
One last question.
Okay.
Will I ever have the opportunity for you to teach me this shit live?
Absolutely.
Okay.
'Cause that's
We're
what I
gonna
want.
do it.
That's
Let's
what I
do
want.
it.
I will
Yes.
work my way around the animal,
Yes.
but probably even that's going to be different because you have to prepare it for how you're going to use it.
Correct.
These are things that I would just love to see, and I would love no one more to show me than you. This would be amazing. So
Absolutely.
I know you're out there. I saw you working with Al out there.
Yeah.
And, you guys learn from each other just like we do. So
Yes.
you have to work together to get different techniques and everything
Yes,
else.
you do.
But these live questions here
So we
are
have
fun.
like rapid fire questions,
Perfect,
which
let's
is
do it.
fun. So some of them may not be as applicable, but we're going to try and turn them into live fire
Okay.
questions. So we're going to take kitchen out of some of these words because technically. All right. So one tool you cannot live without.
Thermopen.
Perfect.
Great. What puts you in the mood more, the smell or the visual?
Visual.
All right. Worst position in the kitchen.
Food runner.
Good one. That's
The best position in the kitchen.
Chef.
There you go. One ingredient you can't live without.
Ooh.
You got a lot of them.
Oh, that is
You have a
hard.
lot that
crucial
you
ones.
use.
That is hard. Protein.
Yep, there
Okay,
you go.
there you go.
I was going to say meat. Just
Yeah, there
go
you
for
go.
the meat.
Protein.
All right. What other cooking method intimidates you the most?
Oven.
Okay.
Anything oven.
Anything oven.
Anything
Nothing
other
going
than
in the
fire.
oven.
Yeah, I can use my smoker as an oven, but don't put me in the kitchen with an oven.
Okay.
It works. Obviously, you're the fitness side, but we all have our cheat meals. So, favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh, shoot. In and out.
Okay.
I'm going to take crap for that.
If your kitchen or your fire was a car, what kind of car would it be?
A truck.
Which type? A dump truck on
F-250.
fire?
There we
or
go.
Oh,
F-250?
no, an
There you go.
F-250.
Super duty.
Stunt-
Yes.
Yep, super
bringing
duty.
in the heat.
Yep. All right. Baking, yes or no?
No. Yes, on smoke. On a smoker, not in the kitchen.
I gotta see that. I want this in my life.
If you could cook with anyone, who would it be?
You.
Me, yes. Thank you so much.
Like he's winning in this
I love it,
competition.
man.
Love this.
I'm walking out here
We're
happy.
going to learn from
Little
each other.
Yes, I
This is
can't
good.
wait. I'm really stoked about this for real.
I love it. And then let's see. If you could pick one exercise, if you only had one move you
Oh,
could do
yes.
for the rest of your life,
Oh
which
my
one
gosh,
would it be?
peacemakers.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. I like
Yep,
it. All right.
absolutely.
Compound movements, everybody.
Yes. Full body
He's
workout
like-
with
he's like,
one
one
exercise.
movement.
We'll make
Let's
you
get
do
it
it
going.
later. It's
Yeah.
totally
Yeah,
fine.
I'm down for it.
Well,
I'm here.
I'm just glad we got to meet you here because I mean the
Thank
women
you.
have shown up at this event. We talked with Alex, like we've seen the other
Yes.
like there's so many women in this business that are bringing it into the spotlight with the power of social media. I think it'll catch on a lot more, and it's really cool to
Absolutely.
see.
This is great, and thank you for your time. Again,
Absolutely. Thank you for
I'm
having me.
cashing
Yeah,
in on
you're
this.
now
doing this.
cooking,
I'm cashing
so we're
in on
going
this.
to
We are
Nashville,
doing this.
We're gonna record it. We're gonna make it happen.
Yep.
We're gonna make a big thing out
and
of
you
it.
got to
And then
come
you're
to
going to
Virginia
teach
Beach.
me in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Yep. So that'll
That's right.
work.
Yep,
Tell
yep.
everybody where they
Done.
can find you, the business, all of it. So go for
So I'm currently on Instagram under SunnyLynn_grilled_fit. Also on Facebook as Sunny Lynn. And then I do have a website. It's currently under construction, but it's sunnymoody.com.
it. Awesome. All right.
And don't forget the cookbook when it comes out.
Yes.
That'll be all on
Just
her,
a few
her
months.
medias.
Yep.
All her medias.
Season your meat. That's going to
Season
be
your
our
meat.
Yep, we will
Dinner's
bring-
dangling.
Dinner's dangling.
Dangling.
All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Put that ring
you
away,
for
girl.
having
It's too early for this,
Blinded
man.
everybody. It's all
All
right.
right. Ciao for now.
Ciao.